credit score, and fat white women. Strength, I'm gonna say
Yo, what's up guys? We're gonna be checking out Offending Everybody, which race has the best stats. All right, just a little disclaimer. This video is offensive, so if you get offended easily, don't watch this video. I think it's a little okay because I'm black, you know, we should get a pass to watch something like this, but trust me guys, you probably won't get offended, and if you get easily offended, just don't watch this video. We're just here for the jokes. This is purely just for the jokes.
if every race was in a video game, what would their stats be? Let's start out
with the blacks.
HP.
Oh my gosh.
Low. Turns out not having great access to healthcare means you don't live as long. Buffs, Johnson size. Debuffs, credit score, and fat white women. Strength, I'm gonna say pretty high. Speed, high, but not high enough to escape their masters, apparently. Resistance,
oh my god.
awkwardness. Black people are just born with a certain level of swag and have maxed out their support levels. IQ,
you know it.
Low. And don't blame me, you're the one skipping school. Sure, you come from a single-parent household with a father in prison and teachers who don't want to put in the effort, but not getting good grades is still your fault. Oh, well, I'm smart. Okay, here's a math problem. You have $250. The stock market goes up an average of 7.5% a year. How much money do you have at the end of the year? The answer is nothing, because you spent it on a new pair of Jordans. Endurance?
Wouldn't that be...
I mean, they literally built America. Luck? Terrible.
$287.50?
Finally getting your own Band-Aid color is pretty unlucky. Stealth? Depends. In daytime, it's terrible, but nighttime, it's max. The only thing you'll see is floating Sauron eyes.
No, it's not.
An occasional puff from the Newport. Special ability, better at all sports. Have you seen the top 20 basketball players? It's black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, random outlier, black eye, black eye, black eye. Next up, Asians. HP, massive. In the United States, they have the highest life expectancy. Probably because dying isn't nearly as bad as bringing your family shame. Debuffs, sorry Asians, God did you dirty in the Johnson department. Buffs, luckily to balance it out, he made every Asian child size. Strength, in relation to body weight, high.
Is that facts?
Black person, low. Speed, average. Unless it's a hot dog eating contest. Okay. They're an expert in farming. Resistance, proud parents. IQ, Asians are close to maxing out their IQ. I guess having your teacher beat you with a rod, then having your parents beat you with the same rod is a good way to increase work ethic.
No wonder this video got deleted.
Christmas. You know why Asian kids don't believe in Santa? Because they're the ones making the toys. Endurance, very high. Working in a sweatshop is hard. And I should know because I've walked a mile in their shoes. Luck, average. Which isn't surprising considering most of them are bots. Special ability,
NPC kind of vibes.
Why ninjas wear masks when you can just back up 10 feet into a crowd and disappear. Next up.
Already, we're off to a crazy wild start. But like I said, guys, these are just jokes. Just jokes. You saw me laughing at the black guy part, so you can't even get mad at me in the comment section. I mean, what he's saying is not completely wrong. The only part I would add, and this is only because like personal experience, I don't really know much about the Asians, but you know, the blacks, the low IQ part, let's not say it's completely our fault. Let's say it is partly our fault. But y'all can go ahead and argue that in the comment section below. Like I said, they're just jokes. Just jokes, guys.
Lights. HP, above average. Buffs, jab applications. Debuffs, a girlfriend with no gag reflex. Strength, physically average. Strength in dominating other countries, max. Speed, like kids on Adderall, high. Resistance, accountability. IQ, average, as one of the smartest and dumbest people out there. I can't even believe Einstein and Vin Diesel are the same species. Happiness, low. You think
Vin Diesel's half black, isn't he?
But with every technological advancement, we just invent new ways to get depressed. Like my magic phone keeps buffering Django Unchained. Ugh, now I know what being a slave feels like. Endurance, average. Luck, max. Aside from being a man in a first world country, you can't get much luckier than being white.
Very lucky.
Winning. White people are like a DLC character that's just better than the rest of the cast. Don't believe me? Go to any museum and check out our KD ratio. Next up, Japanese. HP, well, they have one of the highest suicide rates, so very low. Buffs, tentacle porn. Debuffs. Strength, pretty high.
Wouldn't they be a part of the Asians?
Above average. Unless it involves their Nezuko body pillow, then it's feverish.
Oh my gosh.
Big titties. IQ, very high. Japan is on the forefront of technology. They got bullet trains, bidets in every hotel, and their sex bots don't judge you. This doesn't normally happen to me.
There. You tried your best. Would you like me to eat your butt now?
Yeah. Happiness, pretty low. Unless you get lucky and have 2 used panties dropped from the vending machine.
That's
Endurance,
gross.
Very high. 2 nuclear bombs prove they're good at tanking. Luck, horrible. If you're a girl, you've probably been groped on a train. And if you're a guy, you can't even grope someone without them complaining. Special
oh my
ability,
gosh.
If you put an unsolved Rubik's Cube in a Japanese woman's... This one's really stupid. Okay. If you put an unsolved Rubik's Cube in a Japanese woman's cooter and it comes back solved, she's pregnant. Next up, Koreans. HP, well, their life expectancy is around 83, so.
Oh my
very
God.
high. Buffs, Gundam style, and BBQ. Debuffs, driving. Strength, it's hard to tell because all the characters use the same skin. Speed, need for. Resistance, feeling loved. IQ, very high. Koreans tend to excel at math. Probably because their dog can never eat their homework. Happiness,
Oh, wow.
Koreans have maxed out their sadness. In America, we're great at ending each other. In South Korea, they're great at ending themselves. Koreans have the highest self-slaughter rate, which might be because
They
of their
do.
parents.
I have
Korean
heard about
parents
that.
are born with disappointment in their children, which is a great motivator if you want your kid to become a CEO. So he can jump from a higher window. Endurance, very high. Every other week, their next door neighbor threatens them with nuclear warfare, and yet they still find a way to dance to shit music. Luck, low. This is considered sexy in South Korea. The dude looks like
That's
a big
plastic
toe that wished
surgery.
he became a person, then decided to have a sex
crazy.
change. Special ability can lower their frame rate when dancing. Next up,
I don't even know why he's like splitting up the Japanese, the Koreans, and the Asians. Like, aren't they all in the same category? Low key, like, I know they're not all the same. Like, an Indian isn't the same as a Japanese. But like, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Still, nonetheless, nah, they are really good at math. That may be a stereotype, but in my personal opinion, the stereotypes that black people get versus the stereotypes that Asians get, like being good at math versus being a hoodlum, like which one would y'all take? Answer me that. Which one y'all taking?
Mexicans. HP, above average.
Ay,
Buffs,
ay, ay, ay,
manual
ay.
labor. Debuffs, paying taxes. Strength, high. Cockfighting taught them to go for the jugular. Speed,
Woo.
very high. Can complete any construction project in half
they
the time of
can.
a white person. Resistance, birth control. IQ, low. If they were smart, they'd kidnap their racist farm
Birth
owners,
control.
unionize, pool their money together, buy the farm they're originally working on, then hire another poor race to do the work. Happiness, pretty high, which is surprising considering they
do.
spend most of the game completing escort missions.
Family.
Endurance,
They
max.
got family.
You ever seen a Mexican not hustling? You can call them drug dealers, criminals, bums, and they'd still be like, si, senor.
stay
So the whole
hustling.
lawn and the hedges? Luck, terrible. You're so close to America, and yet so far. Special ability, border crossing. Next up, Indian. HP, well,
There
they're
we
in
go.
reincarnation, so
They're the
I guess that
Indians.
means they maxed out their HP. Once it goes to 0, the game just resets with a new character. Buffs, Krishna. Debuffs, reality. Strength, it's gotta be high if they can drink their water and not instantly get diarrhea. Speed, slow. Too many people are playing Train Simulator,
Yo.
causing it to lag. Resistance, spicy foods. IQ, average. They recently landed a rocket on the moon, and yet half their population can't even spell rocket. Happiness,
Aw,
low. There's no such
that's
thing as
sad.
your own room in India. Just a spot on the ground. Endurance? Well, if we're talking about keeping their wife in check, then
Whoa.
X. Luck? Very low. India is one of the most densely populated places on the planet, and they only have like 7 toilets. Special ability can respawn with a different character.
All right, I had to pause it there because look, a lot of my friends have asked, like, would you ever go to India? Me personally, and this is just me personally, that doesn't ever need to go on my passport, you know, stamp book, whatever, when they stamp it because you visit another country. Yeah, don't need that. Like I said, this is just me. This is just me. But I've seen too many videos of like Indian street food. And I know that's not the only food there. I'm just saying, bro, if I were to eat food in India, oh my gosh, I will be on the toilet for a week straight. Dog, no, I am good on India. I'm sorry.
Lastly, Native Americans, who are in desperate need for a buff. Their HP is very low. They have the worst life expectancy out of all the races. Probably
Sheesh.
because a shaman shaking maracas doesn't help cure cancer. Buffs, peace pipes. Debuffs, spawn camping. Hey, what are you doing on my land? Strength, low. You know what beats a bow and arrow? Any gun. Speed,
Literally.
very low. Which would
Sadly.
you rather? 1 horsepower or 640? Resistance, fast travel. IQ, low. If Pocahontas was smart, she would have blown her way to the top. Honey popped
Whoa.
the enemy into revealing some of their war plans. But instead, she was too busy getting her clam wet.
With the
because her
white
people were the
man.
ones actually getting f***ed.
Yup.
Happiness, depends how good my trip is. Endurance, very low. I'm pretty sure there's only like 14 left. Luck, low. That dream catcher
14?
isn't preventing nightmares. It's making you live one. And special ability, obviously, tax-free land. So after crunching the numbers, I can safely say the race with the best stats is
Clearly white
the
people.
whites. Obviously,
Duh.
we always win. Sure, other stats may be better, but there's no patch notes for how broken we are. So that's my vid on which race has the best stats. Special thanks to @user- it looks like he threw his face on the keyboard. Give me this idea. As soon as I read it, I knew I had to do it. It's just so perfect for this
And then
channel.
get it
And just
deleted,
remember, if you can't
sadly.
get it up, it doesn't mean you're not a man. It just means you're buffering.
All right, that's the end of the video. Were you offended? Were you offended? If so, leave a comment saying that I was offended, and I'll try my best to apologize to you. even though these were just jokes. I got through the black portion and I only complained once. Everyone's allowed one complaint. Other than that, you just gotta take it as it is, a joke. So, you know, if you're Mexican or Indian or Korean and you know, you're offended, you get one complaint. You only get one. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, all of that great stuff, because that was it. My name is Prince of Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.